In the heart of Omaha, Nebraska, on May 19, 1925, a pivotal figure in the civil rights movement was born. He goes by the name Malcolm X. Before he became the powerful voice for African American rights, he was simply Malcolm Little, the son of Earl and Louise Little. Malcolm's upbringing was marked by tragedy and struggle. His father, Earl, a Baptist minister and dedicated activist for the rights of black people, was targeted by white supremacists for his activism. When Malcolm was just 6 years old, his father was brutally murdered, his body left on train tracks. His death was ruled an accident, but Malcolm and his family believed it was a racist murder. Growing up without a father figure was tough for Malcolm. His mother, Louise, a resilient woman, did her best to raise Malcolm and his siblings on her own. The family faced financial hardships, and Louise struggled to make ends meet. Eventually, she suffered a mental breakdown and was institutionalized, leaving Malcolm and his siblings in foster care. As a teenager, Malcolm drifted into a life of crime in Boston. He dabbled in drug dealing, gambling, and burglary, which ultimately led to his arrest and conviction at the age of 20. It was during his time in prison that Malcolm underwent a profound transformation. He immersed himself in reading and education, driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to understand his place in the world. Malcolm devoured books on history, philosophy, and religion, particularly drawn to the teachings of the Nation of Islam, led by Elijah Muhammad. The Nation of Islam preached black pride, self-reliance, and the establishment of a separate black nation. Inspired by these teachings, Malcolm embraced Islam and adopted the surname X to symbolize his lost African heritage. Upon his release from prison in 1952, Malcolm became one of the most prominent and charismatic leaders of the Nation of Islam. His fiery speeches and uncompromising stance against racial oppression garnered attention and followers across the country. He advocated for black economic empowerment, self-defense, and the rejection of white supremacy. One of the most interesting facets of Malcolm X's journey was his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1964. This experience profoundly impacted him, as he witnessed people of all races and backgrounds worshiping together as equals. It shattered his previous beliefs about white people and led him to embrace a more inclusive and universal vision of Islam. After his pilgrimage, Malcolm X broke ties with the Nation of Islam and founded the Organization of Afro-American Unity, dedicated to advancing the rights of African Americans through nonviolent means. His evolving ideology and growing influence made him a target for both the government and extremist factions within the Nation of Islam. Tragically, Malcolm X's life was cut short on February 21, 1965, when he was assassinated while giving a speech at the Audubon Ballroom in New York City. He was only 39 years old. His death sent shockwaves through the civil rights movement, leaving a void that could never be filled. Malcolm X left behind a complex legacy, remembered as both a militant advocate for black liberation and a symbol of hope and empowerment for marginalized communities. His unwavering commitment to justice and equality continues to inspire generations of activists around the world. As a prolific speaker, reader, and writer, here are some quotes of Malcolm X. Number 1. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Number 2. You're not supposed to be so blind with patriotism that you can't face reality. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it or says it. Number 3. If you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed and loving the people who are doing the oppressing. Number 4. We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. Number 5. I believe in human beings and that all human beings should be respected as such, regardless of their color. Number 6. You can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. Number 7. A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. Number 8. You can't hate the roots of a tree and not hate the tree. You can't hate Africa and not hate yourself. Number 9. Don't be in a hurry to condemn because he doesn't do what you do or think as you think or as fast. There was a time when you didn't know what you know today. Number 10. Power in defense of freedom is greater than power in behalf of tyranny and oppression. These quotes encapsulate Malcolm X's passion, wisdom, and commitment to social justice and equality. In conclusion, Malcolm X's journey from a troubled youth to a renowned civil rights leader is a testament to the power of resilience, education, and personal transformation. Despite facing numerous obstacles and hardships, he never wavered in his pursuit of freedom and dignity for his people. His legacy serves as a reminder that the fight for justice is ongoing and that the struggle must continue until all are truly equal. Thank you for watching and sticking around to the very end. Don't forget to subscribe to Letters of Inspiration for more inspiring content, and until next time, stay inspired.